Hey everyone, I'm Hannah, and today I have a video on a heart-shaped coaster. Since it's getting close to Valentine's Day, I thought it might be cool to try and design some sort of like pattern. So I know you're supposed to use cotton yarn, but I usually just use acrylic for coasters. So what I'm using is Red Heart Super Saver. It's a 4-weight, so I'm using a 5.5mm hook. So to start, you're going to create a magic ring. So to do that, you wrap the yarn around your fingers and then cross it and wrap around again. Put your hook under the first strand and over the second, pull the second through the first, pull off your fingers, and then use your index finger to hold that so that it doesn't come out. Alright, and then you're going to take this yarn and bring it to the back. Now, you're going to chain 1, yarn over and pull through, single crochet, so put your hook in the loop. We're working into this loop, and I like working over this tail just to fasten it in more. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you're going to double crochet, so yarn over, put your hook into the ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you're going to treble crochet. So to treble crochet, you yarn over 2 times, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. This is creating the top of the heart. Now you're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and insert your hook into the ring and pull through, and then pull through this loop to create a slip stitch. And then you're going to, I tighten it a little just so that this tail doesn't come undone. And then you're going to chain 4 and do what you just did but in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, treble 1, yarn over twice, insert hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then double crochet. So yarn over 1 time, yarn over, pull through 2, and then single, so no yarn over. Alright, now you're going to double crochet again, because that's the top of the heart, and now we need to create the bottom. So double crochet, and then after you double crochet, you're going to do a treble, and then another double. And I like to just constantly pull this a little bit tighter as I go so that this doesn't come through. And then you're going to slip stitch into the top of this single crochet to join and close the round. And then you can pull this all the way tight. Alright, so that was round 1. For round 2, you're going to chain 2, double crochet to this stitch you just came from, because the chain 2 does not count as a stitch. Alright, and then you're just going to double crochet everywhere. So double crochet in the next stitch, which was a double crochet in the treble stitch, and then you get to these chains. So for the chains, you're just going to double crochet in each one of them. So to do that, you yarn over, and then here's the first chain. So you have to kind of pay close attention here, but you put your hook through those front or top 2 strands, so not this bottom one, these 2, yarn over, pull through, and then continue your double crochet. You're going to do that for each of these chains. you should have 4 double crochets for each of these chains that you did, since you chained 4. Need more yarn. And here's the last one. Okay, then you're going to chain 1 and slip stitch somewhere into this slip stitch. So what I like to do, you see, if you pull it apart a little, you can see there's kind of 4 strands. So I like to go in between the middle 2 strands and then just slip stitch it. Once you've slip stitched, you chain 1 and then double crochet in each of these 4 chains and then all the stitches around. Alright, once you get to the stitch right before the treble, you go ahead and double crochet it, and then for this treble, since we want it to have a point, you're going to chain 1, double crochet in this next stitch, which is a treble, chain 1, and continue double crocheting. So we just went in here, this was the treble, now we're going into the double. I need more yarn. And then next, this here is a slip stitch, so we're not going in there. We're skipping over that and we're going to slip stitch to this double crochet. And then for round 3, I just liked making this edge. You don't have to do that, that's optional. You could create your own or you can leave that off, but I like doing it. So first, you can kind of stretch your pattern out and try and shape it real quick. And then, for what I like to do for round 3, you chain 1 and slip stitch in the next stitch. And then you chain 1 and you slip stitch in the next stitch. And you keep chain 1ing and slip stitching, or chaining 1 and slip stitching all the way across. And when you get to the slip stitch, you can just slip stitch it. And the chains down here at the bottom, you just slip stitch into those the same way you double crocheted into these in row 2. Chain 1, slip stitch in the slip stitch, chain 1, and keep going. Alright, and then once you get to the end, I like to still just slip stitch into this first one, and then you're going to chain 1, find your scissors, cut your yarn, and then pull your hook all the way through, and then pull it tight. And then you would just weave in your ends. So the way I like to do it, first you can shape up your heart a little bit so it looks more like a heart. And then what you do, or what I would do, I do this one first. So since it's a magic ring, you can't just really go back and forth since it was cinched up like that. It was around this way. So I just keep weaving it in a few times like this, and then once I've woven it enough, you can just cut the rest. And then for this one, I take it to the back, bring it down here, and just go through a few of these double crochets, and it shouldn't be noticeable. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, it would be great if you could like and subscribe. I'll see you on my next video.